ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا Muhammad وآله وصحبه أجمعين. Welcome to this Ramadan's last Kahoot. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this prophetic Kahoot series has been successful. With your participation, inshallah ta'ala, you have been benefiting from it so far. Today we are going to do our last Kahoot for this Ramadan. Yeah, I know it's very sad, but everything comes to an end. And this prophetic Kahoot series did come to an end. So we ended with our Prophet Mohammed alayhi salatu wassalam. We did part 1 last time, and this time inshallah we're going to do part 2. Of course, just as a disclaimer, this isn't comprehensive like to all of the aspects of the life of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We could make this into many parts, at least 10 parts, and still have more to go, but today inshallah we're just going to ask some questions about the period of time from Mecca, from like right before the hijrah of Mecca, like in the last few years, and then all move up all the way till Medina inshallah ta'ala, and after the hijrah. By the way, when I ask the question and you see the word hijrah means when the Prophet ﷺ migrated from Mecca to Medina. We refer to that event as hijrah. Just as a heads up, because I will use that a couple of times in the questions. So far inshallah, I know a lot of people have been asking about the gifts or like the prizes that we are going to send out for the winners of the Kahoots. Inshallah ta'ala, I am going to do it after today because I didn't want to send a prize twice to the same person, because I realized some people may win 2, 3 Kahoots. So we would send them their prizes together rather than separately. So today inshallah we are going to give, we still have a few days before the end of Ramadan. So we'll try to wrap up the prizes inshallah and send them out to you, to your addresses. I will be emailing you today, hopefully after this program inshallah ta'ala. So just keep that in mind and expect an email to come in. So inshallah let's begin. Do stay tuned until the end so we can explain the answers to the questions, and then wrap it up inshallah with a final farewell message from our team here in Epic, to say just Jazakumullah khair to the whole community and to everyone that's been tuning in. I hope this Ramadan's been productive and spiritually uplifting. I hope Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed you in this Ramadan with an iman that you never felt before. And inshallah ta'ala, I hope this, I just make dua, these Kahoots help you bond with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, increase in knowledge during the blessed month of Ramadan. So without further ado, inshallah, we're going to show you the pin for today's Kahoot. Whereas today's Kahoot is part 2, Prophet Mohammed ﷺ. So let's see. And now I'm gonna zoom in right here, show you. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. So, like I always say, open your app right now, log in and use your email address as a name. And like I said before, you have 10 minutes to complete the Kahoot. It's 6:12 right now, so at 6:22 you will be expected to finish inshallah, and I will announce the winners. So this is your game pin. If it's a little glitchy, just try again and again. It'll eventually go in inshallah. Just understand there's like a huge volume of people trying to sign into the same exam at the same time. So The game pin is 09127619. 09127619. Okay. Okay, let's see if people are signing in. You see the number right here. Okay, good. So we got some. These are signing. Like I said, if it's a little glitchy, it's not an issue. I just wanted you guys to just keep trying to sign again and again. Interesting. No? Interesting. So the pin is 09127619. 09127619. Try and sign in, inshallah. If it doesn't sign in the first time, do it again and again until you get in. Today's questions aren't that challenging, inshallah. I tried to make them as easy as possible. There are some years and certain events like involved, but inshallah I didn't make the multiple option choices too many as well. Let's see this. No. Let's see. Hopefully this works. I'm sorry for the glitchy screen, guys. Okay. All right. Inshallah, this should work. Bismillah. Okay, good, alhamdulillah. Got to 92 players. Usually we actively had a couple hundred for these live Kahoots, inshallah ta'ala, but we're hoping that everyone tuning in out there, you've been consistent and you've been learning. Inshallah ta'ala, if you're not playing, if you're in the house watching me, say this, go onto one of the devices you have at home and log in and try and take this quiz, inshallah. The challenge is good. You will definitely learn something new, bi'idhnillah. If not from the quiz, then from the explanation, inshallah. We definitely try to come at you with some information that might be new to you every single time. So please, inshallah, sign in with other devices as well. And we want everybody in the house to get a chance to play. Okay, so far, let's see our players. Okay. Salman al-Farh, mashallah. Doing very good. Doing very good. Oh, we have some good, we have some new emails here on top. That's a good thing. That's a good sign. Obviously, Prophet Mohammed ﷺ, I was expecting a whole different set of winners, because the Prophet ﷺ's seerah studied by all of us, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. And if you didn't, inshallah, then you should go get a book or sign up to a class or tune into Sheikh Yasir Qadi's seerah classes. He's very popular for the seerah class, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Everyone benefited, everyone who listened to that series benefited from it, alhamdulillah. Let's see. Okay. Like I said, for those signing in, go to kahoot.it and then go and enter the game pin when it prompts you to enter 09127619. So now you only have about 5 more minutes to finish your quiz. So 5 minutes, and I think 5 minutes are enough. 5 minutes are enough, inshallah. You have 20 seconds to answer 30 questions. So yeah, 10 minutes is a good amount of time. 5 minutes. I don't think you need more than 10 seconds to answer a question. Good. Okay. Let's see who our top players are so far. You change, mashallah, still Salma Al-Farh, mashallah. Salma Al-Farh 393 so far. You're number 1, mashallah. Did very good answering the questions, but it does not mean that you won yet, because people who are still taking the quiz, their results are being entered, and these results can change. But if you finished your quiz, then take a look at the results right up here. Mashallah, this is number 1. Number 2 is Deen Yusuf. Number 4, Dinat Yusuf. Number 3 is Bilal Khan. Number 4 is Saleh Spam. Number 5 is Z Bashar. MashaAllah. Then, so I'm just going to scroll down. And I noticed some of you that some of these emails that are always here on top, mashallah, they've been tuning in with us from the beginning, and they've been always getting like in the top 10. I just wanted to give them a special shout out. Yani barakallahu feekum, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you for tuning in, and inshallah you found this beneficial. I really hope you enjoyed it. You have been tuning in from the beginning, and jazakumullah khair for participating. And definitely do send me an email afterwards, inshallah. So you can go to the Epic Masjid website and you can find our contact information. I'm the youth director here in Epic Masjid. It's morad.awad@epicmasjid.org. You can just email me with any suggestions if you'd like to see a program or to continue this program with a different touch. Please do suggest it, inshallah, and we will try our best to implement it after Ramadan, bi'idhnillah. So we're open to your ideas. Let's see what we got. Okay, still we got the same number 1, inshallah, with 123 players, live players. For those of you that are just tuning in, you still have a couple more minutes. The game pin is 09127619. 09127619. This is the last one, so I'm going to give you a chance. Yani. Go ahead, take it, inshallah. Try your best. Try your best. And jazakumullah khair for tuning in. I know, like, for the players that are playing right now, they've been there waiting on our YouTube channel. So jazakumullah khair for tuning in with us the whole time. So again, and I can't wait to see you all in person when the masjid reopens. Okay, so our players are increasing. Guys, we got 1 more minute, inshallah. 1 more minute, and I will refresh the page and announce the winner for today's Kahoot. For those of you that are just tuning in, please do sign in. The quiz, you can take it, benefit from it, inshallah. You can take it on your device at home and benefit from it. Just keep taking it until you get a good grade. Alhamdulillah, gives you that chance to do that. So, but if you completed the quiz, don't close the channel right after we announce the winners. I want you to like listen till the end. You will, inshallah, benefit from the answer explanation, because that's the whole point. We go through the seerah in a fun, interactive way. You take the quiz, then you find out what you got right and what you got wrong, and what most people got right, what most people got wrong, and so that way you could rank yourself. You know, you see if your knowledge is average, above average, below average, so you know, inshallah, to study the seerah more in the future. But the seerah is something you just have to keep studying your whole life, subhanAllah. Benefit from it from like many different aspects. So now, okay, I'm going to refresh it now and announce the final winner for Ramadan 2020, the special Ramadan that we're in. We're all at home. We hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let's see who the last winner is. And like I said, the prizes will be, I will email you to get your addresses, and then we'll send them to your address, bi'idhnillah. Let's see, with 149 players. Oh, mashallah, this is our first place. Mimi Kazi 08 at gmail.com. Mimi Kazi 08. MashaAllah, let's see how fast you answered all of them correctly. 100%, tabarakallah. So I'll take that, and with that, inshallah, we announce the end of the Kahoot program for Ramadan 2020. The number 1 is Mimi Kazi, number 2 is Tima, number 3 is Salma, number 5 is Deen, number 6 is Salma, mashallah, R Kazi 610, mashallah. So these are the top 10. I'm just going to scroll down. Let me scroll down so you can see your place. I know you can see your place as well when you take it, but I just want everyone to see here on live. See if I recognize any of these names. So this one announced that they weren't going to win, mashallah. But you know what? The fact that you're tuning in and that you're learning and benefiting means that you're a winner. Everyone who participated this Ramadan is a winner. Jazakumullah khair for tuning in. Now with the questions. So this is the crux of it. This is what, like, the important part of this whole program is, for you to listen to the explanation of the questions. Okay? So, question number 1. How long did the Prophet ﷺ stay and give da'wah in Mecca? 13 years, correct. So the majority of you got that one correct, alhamdulillah. Number 2, who was the first man to accept Islam? Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala anhu was the first man, adult man, to accept Islam. Which of these companions was a slave that was punished by the mushrikeen, by the polytheists? It was Bilal ibn Rabah. And for those of you who, like now they have a movie, the whole Bilal movie, and they show him getting captured into slavery and being punished by the mushrikeen. But Bilal ibn Rabah was placed on the ground, subhanallah, on his back, and a big rock was put on his chest, and he was told to say, they told him to say that, you know, that he doesn't believe in Allah and that he believes in their idols, and he refused, and he said, Ahadun Ahad, he is one, he is one, and he only said that because he knew it made them angry. Radiyallahu ta'ala anhu wa ardah. Number 4, who was the first young man to accept Islam? Ali ibn Abi Talib, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Right? This is just general knowledge. How old was the Prophet ﷺ when Khadija radiyallahu anha died? This was towards the end of the Meccan era. He was 50 years old, radiyallahu anhu. Some of you said 45. No, he was 50 years old. So he had been a prophet for 10 years when Khadija radiyallahu anha died. And Khadija is a special woman. The Prophet ﷺ never forgot Khadija. He loved her to the core, radiyallahu ta'ala anha. Radiyallahu ta'ala anha. And in a special hadith, imagine like Jibreel alayhi salam came down and he said to the Prophet ﷺ, tell your wife Khadija that Allah gives her his salams. And I as well give my salams to Khadija. And the Prophet ﷺ conveyed that to her. So how great of a woman was she for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send Jibreel alayhi salam, the messenger of all angels, to give salams to the wife of the Prophet. What a great woman she was indeed. Radiyallahu ta'ala anha wa ardaha. Number 6, which one of these men was the uncle of the Prophet ﷺ? Abu Talib. Of course, for anyone who read the seerah, we know that Abu Talib was the main uncle who helped the Prophet ﷺ that wasn't Muslim. Of course, we know Hamza radiallahu anh was the uncle of the Prophet ﷺ as well, and he accepted Islam and he aided the Prophet ﷺ even more than Abu Talib. Okay. How old was the Prophet ﷺ when he did hijrah? He was 53, yes, because he became a prophet at 40 and then 13 years later he did hijrah, so he was 53 years old. Where did the Prophet ﷺ make hijrah to? Where did he go? To Medina. Now some of you said Jeddah. No, he wasn't going to the airport to do hijrah. He went to Medina, traveling by foot, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What was the special major event that happened to the Prophet ﷺ in Mecca in the beginning times? It was Isra wal Mi'raj. Yes. Now he became a leader. He wasn't a leader in Mecca. As a matter of fact, the Prophet ﷺ was being persecuted by the mushrikeen. But Isra wal Mi'raj was a major event. That happened to the Prophet ﷺ, and it was a major test for many of the Sahaba that accepted Islam as well. Imagine the Prophet just comes one day and he tells them, I was taken from Mecca all the way to Bayt al-Maqdis, to Jerusalem, to Al-Quds in Palestine. And then from there I went to the heavens and I met my Lord. And then I saw all the prophets and I prayed as an imam with all the prophets, and Allah prescribed salah. It's a long story and it's very hard to digest, right? Especially knowing that the Sahaba weren't exposed to what you're exposed to, like in Islam. Right now, Islam is a deen accepted by billions around the world. Islam has its history. Islam has a whole Quran. Islam has a set of Sharia laws. Islam proved to be the religion of truth throughout time. But now, the Sahaba only had a few verses from the Quran, a few surahs that were revealed to the Prophet Mohammed ﷺ. All they knew about was Jannah and Nar. All they knew about was the Rasul ﷺ being the final messenger sent from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They didn't know too much. So it was a huge test upon them to believe in the Isra wal Mi'raj, but they did believe. And the matter of fact, Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu, when he was told by the mushrikeen, look, your Prophet is saying that he went all the way to Al-Quds and then from there he went to the heavens. Do you believe him? Abu Bakr radiallahu anh answered with true certainty and true iman. He said, "In qalaha faqad sadaq." If he said it, then he said the truth. He said, I believe him in the wahi that comes down from the sky. I believe him in the revelation. Why should I not believe him in anything less than that? And the revelation is the biggest thing that we could believe in the Prophet ﷺ. So in the years of sadness, this is question number 10. In the years of sadness in Mecca, what were the two things that contributed towards this major event, these years of sadness? The death of his mother and father? No. The death of his grandfather and grandmother? No. Alhamdulillah, there was no spread of sickness and war. It was the death of Khadija and Abu Talib. Right? Because Khadija was his main support from the Muslimin. It was his wife in his household. And Abu Talib was his support amongst his tribe. And the Prophet ﷺ, he lost both supports at one time in the same year, subhanallah. So it was a year of sadness for him, alayhi salatu wassalam. Number 11, which companion made hijrah with the Prophet ﷺ? Was it Abu Hurairah? No. Uthman, Talha? No, it was Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, no other than the best friend of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And yes, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq was the best friend of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. even before Islam. Number 12. What was the first masjid the Prophet ﷺ helped build? What was the first masjid the Prophet ﷺ built? It wasn't Masjid al-Nabawi. 26 of you answered that. It wasn't the Kaaba. It was Masjid Quba. It was Masjid Quba. For those of you that went to Medina, Masjid Quba is a very beautiful masjid, big white, subhanallah, with very high, like off-white, creamy minarets. It's a beautiful masjid indeed. The Prophet ﷺ didn't build that exact masjid, but it was in that place. 13. In which companion's house did the Prophet ﷺ stay in when he arrived in Medina? He stayed in one of the companions' house. And it was a very nice story. The Prophet ﷺ, he told his camel, Al-Qaswa, he said, go and wherever this camel sits is where I'm going to stay. And the camel walked and looked at all the houses and stopped right next to Abu Ayyub's house and sat down. So Abu Bakr, the Prophet ﷺ said, this is the house I'm going to stay in. So he stayed in Abu Ayyub al-Ansari's house, right? So Sa'd ibn Mu'adh and Sa'd ibn Ubadah, they were both Ansar. Abdullah ibn Umar was a Muhajir, he wasn't even Ansar. 24 of you answered Abdullah ibn Umar. No, he stayed at Abu Ayyub al-Ansari's. What was the first thing the Prophet ﷺ did when he went to Medina? Right? He entered Medina, everyone was around him, it was a big festival, they were so happy, they sang Tala al-Badru alayna, they were happy to have the Prophet ﷺ amongst them. What did he do? Before he built a masjid, and some of you said he built a masjid, that's the first thing he built. But the first thing he did was he established brotherhood between the Muhajirun and Ansar. First thing off the bat, he said, you're one of the Muhajirun. Muhajirun are the ones who migrated with the Prophet ﷺ, and the Ansar are the people of Medina. The Prophet ﷺ established a brotherhood and said, you're brothers, you live together, and you help each other do everything. So when he established this bond between the Sahaba, it really kind of like the Muhajirun were here and the Ansar were here, the Prophet ﷺ made their bond tight-knit by making them live together, alayhi salatu wasalam, and that's from his wisdom. Number 15, what were the names of the two Arab tribes that lived in Medina? Right? And I only had two options here because I wanted to make it easy. It was Daws and Dahiz? No, it was Aus and Khazraj. Aus and Khazraj. Right? Number 16, which of these was the first battle to take place between the Muslims and the polytheists, between the Muslimin and the Mushrikeen? The Battle of Badr, correct. Right? It was not Uhud or Tabuk or Taif. Which of these companions was known as the Lion of Islam? So, alhamdulillah, 95 of you answered Hamza, 35 of you answered Khalid bin Walid. It was not Khalid bin Walid. Khalid bin Walid was the sword of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? He was the sword of Allah. As far as the lion of Allah, yes, was Hamza bin Abdul Muttalib. And the Prophet ﷺ also called him Sayyidush Shuhada. Right? He's the head of all martyrs on the Day of Judgment. So when all martyrs are resurrected and they go to Jannah, at the head of them would be Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib, the uncle of the Prophet ﷺ. In which of these battles was Hamza radiallahu anhu martyred? It was Badr? No, it was Uhud. 98 of you answered correctly, alhamdulillah. What was the first thing the Prophet ﷺ built in Medina? Was it his house or the masjid? No, it's the masjid, alhamdulillah. Which Jewish tribes lived in Medina when the Prophet ﷺ moved to it? Was it Quraydah, Al-Nadir, Qaynuqa, or all of the above? It was all of the above. There were a total of 3 Jewish tribes. And the first thing the Prophet ﷺ did with the tribes is he told all of them, he sent them a message, he told them, bring me your leader, and their leaders came, and the Prophet ﷺ made a treaty with them that we are all neighbors and we protect each other, and whoever attacks us, you will defend us, and whoever attacks you, we will defend you, and we are one, we are neighbors. So this is, inshallah, this is one of the things in the seerah that a lot of people don't know much about the treaties or the covenant the Prophet ﷺ had with the other tribes that weren't Muslim in Medina. Prophet ﷺ committed to protecting everyone, true. He committed to protecting everyone in Medina. The title of Ali ibn Abi Talib was Al-Faruq, false. Umar ibn Khattab was Al-Faruq. The Prophet ﷺ had 9 wives, true. 49 of you said, but he definitely did have 49. Some of you may say more, but no, it was 9 wives. Number 24, the last battle the Prophet ﷺ participated in was what? The Battle of Hunayn? No, it was the Battle of Ta'if. So it's false. Number 25, the Prophet ﷺ participated in 27 battles, and this is him in person, alayhi salatu wasalam. There were a total of 29 in his time, and he participated in 27, alayhi salatu wasalam. True. 81 of you got that correct. In the Battle of Hunayn, everyone ran away except for who? Except for who? Except for the Prophet ﷺ. True. Right? True. The Prophet ﷺ stood there by himself and he was saying, أَنَا النَّبِيُّ لَا كَذِبْ أَنَا ابْنُ عَبْدِ الْمُطَّلِبِ. I am the Prophet, I am not a liar, I am the son of Abdul Muttalib. And everyone at one point in the Battle of Hunayn ran away because they were ambushed by the mushrikeen. But the Prophet ﷺ stood, and this is just to show us how brave he was, alayhi salatu wasalam. He was willing to take a whole army by himself. And the Prophet ﷺ was very courageous, alayhi salatu wasalam. The Prophet ﷺ sent letters to Persia and Rome calling them to Islam. True, he did. The Prophet ﷺ was stronger than 30 men. True. 95 of you answered correct. 30, I hope you meant he was stronger than more than that. The Prophet ﷺ was 63 when he died. True. 111 of you answered that correctly. And number 30, Islam is the religion that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called all of mankind to. Yes, Inna ad-Dina 'inda Allah al-Islam. This is the ayah in Surah Al-Imran. Inna ad-Dina 'inda Allah al-Islam. The deen that Allah is going to accept from His creation is Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us live in the state of Islam and die in the state of Islam, in the state of submission to Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. And with this, we end our prophetic Kahoot series for Ramadan 2020. I just want to give a quick shout out to our AV team who have been, mashallah, so helpful this Ramadan with all of the programs that we had. Jazakumullah khair. Brother Basir Sayyid, he was a one-man team. AV. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless his family. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless everyone around him, whoever he interacts with. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make him a da'i for Islam, helping us facilitate all this. Jazakumullah khair. And for everyone out there, inshallah, that participated, Jazakumullah khair. And don't forget that I will send you an email today, bi'idhnillah, asking you for your address, congratulating you, and asking you for an address. All I want from you is to just send me the address quick so I can get your prizes mailed to you as soon as possible. Jazakumullah khair. I hope you benefited. And do not think that this is the last program for us. After Ramadan, we're going to step it up a notch, inshallah. We got a whole lineup of things waiting for you, inshallah, for kids and families and youth of all ages, inshallah ta'ala. Jazakumullah khair. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Ramadan Mubarak and Eid Mubarak for those who I don't get a chance to say Eid Mubarak to. And kul amtum khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصمه ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون.